The Spoken Token is a proud member of the Pod Studio One podcast network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the big show. I am Larry Neal.
Hey, and I am Alex Wallace, and
we
welcome
are the Spoken Token Podcast.
That's welcoming the Token Podcast.
We going with that one.
That's true. It's
locked in.
It is a new year.
It is a new year.
I get that. That's my one. That's my one for the year.
Happy
right?
New Year,
Woo-hoo!
everyone. When you all hear this, we recorded this, of course, just shortly before, just a little bit after the Christmas holiday and heading into the New Year's holiday. Mr. Alex, sir, how are you doing?
Hey, you know what? I am doing just fine. That kind of sounded like I was doing, poor, but I can make it. But no,
it was in soprano.
Yeah. Hey, no, I'm actually doing great. I'm doing great. Had a wonderful holiday with my family. Got a lot of wonderful, great board gaming gifts. And got to play some cool games with my kids and with my family. And even like Cynthia I think I can officially say she's a gamer now. And that's...
Oh, you've been working on that.
Thank you. Yes. I genuinely, there was a moment we were talking about games, and so, how I was going to spend some of my Christmas money. And I was thinking through what would be great for our family, what would be good for in our game collection. And
right.
And I was like, okay, I got to think about, wait. Now thinking about Cynthia, she's played this, she enjoys this, she does this. Oh, there's a whole new level of thing that I can consider for her, and
congratulations.
It was a really exciting thing. I know.
Fantastic.
I think I should have like a Boy Scout sash with a little badge that says "Converted my wife to board gaming." That'd be my little patch.
There you go. Nope. I understand that. That is fantastic.
I'd also get the trader patch for like how many games I've swapped out of my.
I know we're veering real close to the cliff, man. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay, but how fun would that be? We start our own little board game, troop.
I'm trying to help you.
No.
If you go over the cliff, you're by yourself. This is me trying to help.
But okay, I'm just saying, a little Spoken Token sash. I think I might be doing that in any appearances we make this year.
Oh my goodness!
I'll have a sash with little things.
Let's do it now. We can make our badges.
We just get a little button maker, and we just have to print it out. It'd be good. Listen, if you are someone who enjoys crafting and or making buttons, all right, just email us. We will gladly enjoy some nice Spoken Token sashes with wonderful little button patches of fun things. And you know what? If we were ever to receive those, we would take pictures with them. We would post them on all our social media platforms, and we would wear them in public.
Oh, man.
It's knocking on people's door. Hello. Can I tell you about board games?
Oh, wow. See? Cliff. I was trying to stop you. I know we were headed somewhere.
Elder Larry. What?
I had a good weekend, too. A good holiday, too. I was with my sibs. We played a lot of stuff. We didn't play a lot of different things. They did play Azul, which was new to them, which they enjoyed. But we, the typical ones that we like to play, 12 Days, Letters to Santa, lots of Uno. We actually played some spades.
Ooh.
My nephew spades, because he hadn't played spades. I taught him a little Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
We played that, and then we played a game, I guess it's Spoons, with my nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm. Does Spoons get violent at your place?
No, but I didn't stay long.
Does it devolve into like...
Yeah, it started devolving.
People like, all right, when are we getting the sporks?
I was good. But we did play... I do want to give a shout out to my brother's kids. I love my nieces and nephews dearly. We played Snake Oil. And my brother, you haven't played with him. You've met him though. Mm-hmm. You know that sense of humor.
Yeah.
Snake Oil is
that his jam?
You have no idea how funny he is.
Oh man.
Well, he got some chips off the old block. As soon as we started, we were playing with 3 of them because he's got 5 kids, and we had 3 of them with us. This was Christmas Day, and so we broke it out and we were playing. And I remember when the first boy went, because there 2 boys and one of the girls. When the first boy went, me and my sister were looking at each other like, uh-oh. And he was hilarious. Everybody was rolling. We were holding our sides. So then the other 2 were like, well, wait a minute, hold on.
It's my turn to get some laughs.
Hold up. And then they jumped in, and it's just so witty and so quick. And as soon as she started, I was just shaking my head. I was laughing. So I said, this is hilarious. And then the other one went, actually, I'm sorry, we had 4 of them. I'm sorry, we had all 4 of them except for the one who's out of the state. And we were laughing so hard. And when we finished, we was like, okay, so it's not just him.
Yeah.
He has,
So for those of you who don't know,
has passed that on.
snake oil, basically what happens is you are, you're given...
You pick a card with 2 roles on it, and you pick one of the roles.
Yeah.
You're the persona, and you're that customer, and that's your persona. Everyone else has a hand of cards with items on it. You have to take 2 of them, make up a product, and do a sales pitch to that customer's persona.
That's right.
To sell them the thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So everyone has to make.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So we had a blast with that.
My favorite version of that, I really enjoyed saying, but I still like red flags better. So red flags is.
You ain't playing snake oil with us.
Well, no, I mean I'd love to, but no,
Yeah, we have to. We absolutely positively. I'm telling you, seeing my playing snake oil. I'm
not
bragging on
saying
him
that-
because he's my brother, but I'm telling you, everybody out there, even if the creators of it are listening, you want to play with Robert Neal Sr. because I'm telling you, it's a thing to behold, dude. I mean, because he's so quick with it. He looks at his cards, dude, and then he's done. And while everybody's taking their time looking, he's chilling. And when you're ready, so you ready to go? Okay. And he never looks at him again. And he hits you with this thing, and you're laughing, and he's serious, and it makes sense, but it's completely absurd.
Yeah.
And he finishes, and he's like, yeah. And,
Yeah,
you're
and
just
it's
like,
the
and you're like,
thing you want.
nobody else go.
Yeah, it's the
good
thing
God,
you
here, take the card
Yeah.
you want. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
So if you can't find a copy of Snake Oil,
Yeah, it's hard to find.
I will suggest Red Flags. And Red Flags takes the same idea with Snake Oil, but it's also about dating.
Right, so that's not really a family game.
No, it is. It is. We
I
could.
wouldn't play that with my people. I wouldn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't play that. Now, let me put it this way: not the youngins. I mean, yeah, I'd play it with my grown family, but like playing with like them in that situation, I really wouldn't. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. And that could just be my family. It may not be your family. You may be able to play it with your family.
we would stay in sort of the PG era.
See, I wouldn't. That's the reason why. Nope.
No, moving on. All right.
Nope.
Well, yeah.
Nope. What?
Hey, so I got some fun games in today. I got to play with Dave before we recorded, and
Woo!
yeah, and actually, and I'll talk about this in our one segment today. But I played just today. I think I played one of my favorite games of the year, and that's
2021.
in 2021 today. Like right before. Because I mean, we were
late.
Yeah, I know it's real late. We get into the wire, and it came out this year. I played it.
But shouting.
Yeah, it's true. So, but I will. So it's a little tease for my segment.
Well, yeah. Well, let's get on into what we're going to do. We're going to do our look back. We're just going to look back over the year that was and do a little bit of a look ahead to the next year. We're going to call it New Look at the Old, Old Look at the New. That's the name of the segment.
Old look at the new. What is?
Yep.
Like? Oh, we gonna give it an old look. No, that one doesn't even work for me.
We're going to let him try to break his brain while we go to these messages, and we'll be right back.
I don't like this segment name.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year, and welcome to the Spoken Token Podcast. At this time, episode number 104. Join Alex and Larry as they start the new year with a look back at the year that was in gaming. They discuss trends and all things that are gaming related. Then, a look forward to games on the radar, ideas about the hobby in general moving forward, and so much more. So, sit back, relax, pour one more glass of eggnog, and turn us up as we join your hosts, Alex Wallace and Larry Neal. All right, everybody, and we are back. Alex has figured out the segment name. We don't have to say it again.
No, I think.
But we are going to get right into it.
No, please say the segment name again, please.
Only if you've got it figured out.
Okay,
You don't get to try to figure it out on
So
the
it's
air.
a new look at the old and an old look at the new.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to let you puzzle on that.
And now, I don't,
Let's get into it. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're going to, like I said, we're going to take a look back at the year that was, and we're going to, guys, we're not just going to do our top 10 list or top 50 list. We're going to talk some games. We're going to talk some events. We're going to talk some items of news, things, anything that has to do with the board gaming, things that we are looking back on, reflecting on. And then we do the same looking forward. So we're going to talk about maybe some games we're looking forward to, maybe some events we're looking forward to, and that type of thing. And that's the bulk of what we're going to do today. So let's get into it. You want to kick us off, sir? With
Yeah, absolutely. So first thing I want to talk about that 2021 kind of reminds when I look back on it and I think, okay, this was a major piece of my year, was Board Game Arena. We had some questions about what would happen to it when Asmodee took it over. But I have to say unequivocally that they have done an amazing job. I think the platform is wonderful. The choices of games that are there are wonderful. My first concern for it was, I don't even remember the name of the competing site that I was like thinking about. It's Tabletopia. That's what it was. Uh-huh. Yeah, Tabletopia. So I was telling people like, oh, Tabletopia, you pick that because it's got
Tabletopia still has a really, really nice selection.
They're
doing different things.
Right. Tabletopia is still more of a physics-based kind of like a board game. What's the
Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator, well, I feel. But Board Game Arena is scripted. And which it's just a scripted, 2-dimensional.
They introduced some 3D stuff.
Have they really?
Yeah, because
okay.
Cloud City is 3-dimensional.
Okay.
The game that
I will have to say that the support, it's not really. I mean, there's creators, and it's not modders or anybody, and so it's paid content creators. Mm-hmm. They are making some of the best digital versions of all of our board games, and it has been a blessing to connect with friends. I've got a friend in Virginia that I connect with on a regular basis. Yep. My brother-in-law in Atlanta. Even Larry and I have played. Getting on for a quick game, it feels good. Yep.
It can help you tighten up your rules.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Watching the scripts go through and seeing what it does, and the pricing model is incredibly fair.
I'm a paid member.
Yeah, same here. And I mean, because everything that they have done about that, I support and just say this is a product that doesn't feel like it's trying to take advantage. Right. It genuinely is trying to meet its base.
I think it ultimately helped Asmodee, even though some people may think it was a small part of it. But I think it was a very big part of who bought Asmodee and why.
You think so?
Of course it was.
You think? Okay. So for those of you who don't know, so Asmodee at the very end of the year sold to a
THQ Nordic.
No, actually THQ Nordic.
Their parent company.
Their parent company, yeah.
But they put it under THQ Nordic.
Oh, they did. Okay, all right. So, I mean, for what, $3 billion?
$3 billion, I think.
Yeah, and so, you're wondering, but again, that's why the firm that bought Asmodee, that's what they were wanting to do all along. So
we knew that.
Yeah, so 3 years ago when Asmodee sold, and then it started collecting everything.
Yeah, because board games money at that point, the number was huge, but it was everywhere.
Right.
It was spread out over the people that they bought. It was spread over Space Cowboys and Fantasy Flight and all of these other guys that they
Plan B
up.
and
Yeah, it was spread out over all of those companies. So that's the reason why they picked them up. And they're 90% of any brick and mortar board game offering is Asmodee.
As of August, they actually purchased Miniature Market as well.
Yep.
So
and that was another piece of it. Basically, it made them what they were doing. They were doing nothing new. They were doing what investor groups do, and that is they bought something, they put it together, and they made it more attractive for somebody to come along. Because now somebody like THQ Nordic or in the video game business, or really anybody who had the money and wanted to get into that business, now, quite frankly, you have the option. You spent the money now and you own it, but guess what? There's a lot of expertise in each of the areas where this already operates. If you just leave them alone, they're going to do just fine.
Yeah.
And that gives you time as the owner of the new ownership group, whatever it may be, to get up to speed, get your surroundings about you, know what you're doing, and now you can start making decisions. But if you just leave these entities alone, as successful as they were, they're going to do just fine.
Yeah.
Miniature Market's going to keep doing what it was doing, as long as you don't go in and say stop, which they're not going to.
Right.
They bought them to make money, so they wouldn't tell them, stop selling other games. That doesn't make sense. You're not going to do that. Same thing with BGA when they bought Board Game Arena. It's like, no, we're going to have everybody's games on here. We didn't buy this to not have it be profitable. Now, there may be some Asmodee titles coming that probably weren't before. Maybe that this will give us a quicker pipeline to it, but we're not going to exclude anybody. That makes no sense. Why would we do that?
Yeah.
But like I said, now for somebody coming in, outside looking in, which a gaming company, even though it's electronic, I don't really consider them outside coming in. Mm-hmm. Not really, not fully. Like I said, just keep paying the bills, man.
Yeah.
Because now your expertise is in place. Miniature Market is where they are because the people that run it know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Keep them on.
Yeah.
Keep them on. Do what you do.
Yeah. There's no reason to upset the apple cart.
Right. The icon in the bottom of your check changes, but the money is the same, and there you go.
Yeah.
Same thing with BGA. Same thing with now, Asmodee did do some trimming of some studios, and I guess some people in business may say, and this is part of my look back too. So that's one reason.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
They did some trimming of some studios and some things closed and some things have shut down that may or may not have happened sooner. It's debatable on whether or not that was good for the industry. Mm-hmm. But when you're as big as they are, that happens. It's going to happen. It's getting ready to happen some more with the current ownership. Mm-hmm. I mean, and we already know that they've already said, listen, we're looking to mine these IPs, these board game IPs, and make them video games because that's their strength. That's THQ Nordic's strength. They're a video game publisher. They've already said that. So my only concern with that is, which is part of my look forward, is I want to see how these our cherished board game IPs that they now own. I want to see how they're handled. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping they don't just put those on autopilot and then push super hard with this new electronic version of all these games because they're looking at Gloomhaven. They're looking at all the games that have been popping up, and it makes sense. Does
Asmodee own Cephalofair?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think Cephalofair is still independent.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're looking at that though.
Yeah,
because they made a ton of money electronically too.
Yeah,
a ton of money.
Yeah,
and so that's what they're looking at. Like, we can do that too.
Yeah,
and now they can, and they were wanting to. And then I think some of it also too, they're not even looking to make electronic versions of the board games. They're looking to make what they do,
right?
But set in the board game IP.
Could you?
I don't have a problem with that.
Could you imagine a video, like a first-person shooter in Caverna? So you just run.
So you would have to go there. And you know what's crazy? Somebody probably gonna look at it. So basically, the rest of my look back, it was a good year for some good games. I didn't get to play as much as I would have liked. But I played more than I thought. And, of course, BGA. I was going to say I played a lot of BGA, and I enjoyed it. And that's part of my next part of my stats. I think the hobby is beginning to sort itself out, of course, but it was interrupted with the rest of the world when COVID hit. But I think we were just beginning to do that. But I will say this. I think the industry showed a lot of resiliency and contributed greatly to public well-being, quite frankly. I truly believe that by just being ourselves because of the events that we held, because of how good the games are and have been. Mm-hmm. See, all of this happened before COVID.
Yeah.
All right? They didn't start designing amazing games because COVID came out.
Right.
They've been doing that.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world wasn't paying attention. So when they got a chance, when all eyes were on us from that standpoint, I really think we helped.
Yeah.
Because so many people are like, oh my God, I'm a gamer now.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. I think that's a positive
And
thing. That makes me feel good about it.
One of my look-backs, and this is kind of a personal thing, is I was able to start an actual bi-weekly board game group in my house. It's a small group, so and we
sometimes it's just him.
Yeah, sometimes it is just me. Actually, it's not. It's usually
no. I'm the one that plays solo game. I'm picking with you, and I'm the solo game.
But what was really interesting and interesting, difficult yet hopeful was we know how to navigate COVID, and navigate it within the.
Well, some of us do.
Okay, so. My group is being incredibly careful, yet we are still able to meet. Okay, so we are still able to meet and show that there is a model that can be done and is done, and it's enjoyable, and it's so refreshing to come back and to the community piece of the games after this last 2 years.
Right, absolutely.
And that flips me into my sort of a look forward that I have is I think this 2022. I am going to push within, reasonable bounds, but I'm going to push and try and help my local board gaming community and hopefully try a monthly board gaming group within my city here in Murfreesboro. I talked to a friend of mine who owns a pub and with a co-working space that we could go and hopefully have a bigger thing, kind of like what we used to have at Roll the Dice, because there's nothing like that here anymore.
Nope.
And so so looking forward, that's one of my personal goals.
Super cool.
Yeah. So
no, that's good stuff. I'm going to go over some stats because you know me.
Ooh, you and stats.
I had to have a list and some stats. I'm going to go over some stats from my look back. And my total games played on Board Game Arena were 75.
Okay.
So, like I said, that's why I was shocked. I didn't think it was going to be that high. I thought it was going to be in the 20s, maybe.
Now, is that does that count different titles, or is that multiple games?
That's every game I played.
Okay.
Yeah, because some of them are played more than once.
Okay, got it.
It counts everything. So I played 75 times. That's a lot. Again, I don't know why I thought it would be in the 20s, but I was way wrong.
Okay.
So games acquired.
Woo! I'm interested because you got a lot of stuff coming this new year.
This is a fun one. Now I will,
and you got a lot from me too.
Let me. I did, and you know what's funny? I didn't keep up with that. I will say this. I want to say this right off the bat too. Quick shout out to BGG. Already, we think they are a tremendous resource, but just the ease of being able to go in and add a column that says date acquired or when it was added. I don't keep up with. I haven't seen where to add when you acquired it. I guess you can put that in there. But I do, when I get a game within 3 to 5 days of getting it, if not the day of, I make sure I put it in BGG on my list. I always have. And that's just one of the things I do. I haven't, quote unquote, checked the game in until I've done that.
Okay.
So I knew that list would be accurate. So this list is accurate. Now, I was keeping out expansions for a minute, and it dawned on me that I probably should have been including them because it is about game boxes that I got this year. But anyway, counting the one today, because one came to me today. And that's another thing, too. Even with my Kickstarters, I don't put stuff on the list until I have it.
Yeah.
Until it's in my hand.
Yeah. Well, you got it.
Right. I got one today, so I got to add it. So counting the days, it's 41 games.
Woo!
And so just to go down through here, and this is another thing I love about that list because of the way I went through the list. They're in alphabetical order.
Of course they are.
It's amazing.
Of
I love
course
it.
they are.
So, and again, it didn't have to be that way. I mean, that's the way I was looking at the list. That's why I took them down. So we're not going to hit them all. They're going to be in the show notes. We won't hit them all. We'll start at the top, though. So some Aeon's End obviously came. So Into the Wild, Outcasts, Nameless, and those type of things. Let's go down through here.
Man, you fell for Aeon's End hard.
Oh, I'm the new Kickstarter shipping soon. And I went in deep on that than I did on Zombicide.
Did you?
Well, dollar amount wise, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Was that Gravehold? Is that what?
Yeah, Legacy of Gravehold.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. But you're right. I did fall for it. And I love it. Let's see. We got Artefact, which is a little paper pamphlet.
Yeah. That was so much fun.
Yeah, Artefact.
That was
really,
so much
really,
fun.
Really, really cool. Ashes, Reborn, Rise of the Phoenixborn.
Yeah.
We're going to move down to some C's. Coffee Traders came in this year. Curious Cargo, which you and I haven't played yet. I can't wait to play that. Good Friends got me Death Charades. Deep Space D6 Armada came in this time. Dice Hospital came in this time. We got
I got that at the end of last year, I think, right? And
I
then,
didn't get mine in February.
Okay, in February. But I was just I was thinking about that earlier.
I didn't play. You guys had already played it when we were very good when I first came and played you. I didn't come and play you guys until this year.
Okay.
And then I didn't get mine until February. So yes, you are correct, sir. And then we're going to what else we got? Dinosaur Island came this time. Dragon Dice finally came. Dune Imperium.
Oh, Dune Imperium.
Embarcadero, which is right over there. We haven't played yet. I really want to play that too.
But we played that. We got to do some pre-release of that online, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Glenmore 2 Chronicles came. The Hunger, which is that's one of the ones I took.
Yeah.
The new one that
Did they enjoy it?
We haven't played it yet.
Okay.
That's one we're probably going to play tonight. Then let's see what else we got. We got Parks, which I know you didn't like, but I love Parks. It's so good.
No, but again, like I got to give it that Keymaster, the art and all of their work is just amazing,
phenomenal. But
yes,
the team is a blast, dude. I had so much fun with it, and I played with two people. I played with Cat House Games. I played with Devin and Chris, my good friends Devin and Chris, and they teach you a game, but man, they're trying to kill you from right off the jump. They don't take it easy on you. And I know that, going in. So this is not me complaining because I know that's how they do. And so that's kind of how it was. I mean, they're both, if you don't know, go and look at their old stuff. If you get a chance to play with them, by all means do it. They're both phenomenal at explaining how to play games. They are really good at it. So I get to hear that and I get to get the good, clear, concise, okay, this is how we do it. We were on Board Game Arena. And then it's like, oh, bets is off.
And we done.
Once or twice it'll be like, and every once in a while, Devin, Chris won't. I'll be on there. Now I'm picking, but I'm telling the truth. Devin will give you one or two where she'll be like, you know what? You probably shouldn't do that. You should probably do this. I think this would be better. You want to just undo it? Chris ain't saying that, though. He ain't going to never give you that one. He'll agree. If she does it, he'll go with her, but he won't initialize it. But yeah, they're trying to kill you from the jump. But that makes it super competitive. But I mean, it was so fun. I mean, they were going through and they were doing, and I'm watching them do all of the advanced stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about taking pictures. Why should I take pictures? Oh, because you can win with the, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. But no, I love that one. So I was really happy to actually get that one. I got that one as a Christmas gift. Just a few more down through here. Let's see what else came in. Railroad Inc. came in this year.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yep.
Really enjoyed that.
Role Player Adventures got here not too long ago. We got Sprawlopolis. I got Shadowrun Crossfire, Prime Runner Edition. Super excited about that one. I've laid that one out solo and gone into it a little bit. It's brutal. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I wanted it since Dave and I played the teaser of it at Origins as the year it came out, and then he got a teaser. He got a copy in, I think, and he sold it. I didn't buy it, but then he had that little teaser game of it in the store.
I know nothing about. All I think when I think Crossfire, I think of that game from the '90s that was like it has the metal ball bearings that you're shooting.
Well, it's a Shadowrun game.
Okay,
so it's this the cyberpunk ethos, and it's brutal. It's a deck builder.
Okay,
it's basically a deck builder, but it's co-op. But it's brutal. because that world is brutal. If you ever played, I guess you didn't play any Shadowrun RPGs. Would have been around about your wheelhouse.
Now, I mean,
the time they hit Super NES and all
yeah,
that
no,
stuff.
I remember it. I mean, because it was it looked a lot like Fallout when it was out on the PC.
So
and,
good, it's so good. So I got that. I was excited about that. Thunderstone Quest came this time.
Thunderstone.
Let's see what else. Oh, Steamworks, which you haven't played yet. Uno Minimalista. I got the Minimalista deck, which is gorgeous. It's particular art. The cards are black. Look it up. Look up Uno Minimalista. They are beautiful. When I saw them, I had to get me a deck, and I do.
I'm not a big Uno fan.
Oh my God, we have fun with that too. And then the last one out is Vampire the Masquerade, the Rivals expandable card game.
Yeah.
Came this year too. And again, this was just
that's really pretty.
yeah, it's so fun. They're so neat. And we had a really, really good time. So I had a really good year in terms of that from stat-wise. More than I thought, too. Again, I was like, I won't be but about a dozen titles or so. Yeah. Wrong. Again, I don't count Kickstarters until they're here.
Yeah.
So they're way more Kickstarters than I want to admit still holding.
Yeah.
But I don't have them, so I don't count them.
So, all right, let me. I actually only put 6 games. I know I acquired a few more, but I have 2 kind of collections that when I think about 2021 and I look back and I go, oh, these are the 6 games that really kind of defined my year. And then 2 categories. 1, small box games, and then 2, new versions of old games.
We know where this is going.
That's true. So let's get what we already know out of the way. So new versions of old game. There were 3 games that honestly, these are the 3 games that define my year. And I mean,
ooh, that's a good way to put it.
Just because these are the 3 most important titles that I added to my collection this year.
Little mini super good list.
Yes. And so first is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
I don't have one.
What?
A list like this.
Oh, like this.
That's really good. I wish you had said that to me, though. That's a fantastic
I'm sorry.
exercise.
But yeah,
that's
defined my year. But Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, got it this summer. It
sold me his Terraforming Mars
that's right.
a week later.
Yeah, a week later, because it's the only way to play it for me. The only way to play that game.
It's over there on the shelf.
It just cleans it up. It moves it. It doesn't move it quicker, and it still does everything it needs to do. But it's so much fun, and it's so easy to get your hands on a copy. If you don't know anything about Terraforming Mars, this is where you start.
I saw it everywhere this weekend, and you know I love you, but I disagree. I say get the original, but go right ahead. It's the same game. I just like the version better. I mean the form factor. I'm sorry, because it's the same game.
Well,
it's a little different.
I like the simultaneous play. The simultaneous play for me is
and I pretty much hate that.
Yeah, fair enough. I got you. Yeah. Okay. So
spoons, man, spoons.
Spoons.
Or forks, I guess. Well, I think we played with forks because we didn't have any spoons.
Oh my gosh, that's so deadly.
Well, I mean, they were plastic.
Still deadly.
We were at my older sister's house. We weren't playing with her silverware.
All right, so
put that out there.
my next new version of an old game, Eclipse, Second Dawn of Humanity.
Yes. What's it? Everybody ask the big long question, and the guy leans in.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, Eclipse, Second Dawn of Humanity.
So good. Dude, I was standing in Game Point when I got them Azul, because I bought Azul for my Sims.
It's sitting up there. I saw it.
No, it was in my hands for a minute.
Was it really?
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I could wrap this up and be like, oh, look what Santa Claus got me.
It's just I
have another project that's a little bit bigger, and that is literally the reason why I turned around at the register and put Eclipse back on the shelf. I was like, that's a done deal. I've got paper at home. I know I'm not going to get a lot of games for Christmas. I send them my games list every year, and I get 1 or 2. This year, 1. Like, I'm not going to get a lot of games for Christmas from the family. I have to buy them myself. That's probably an okay thing.
Oh,
it was. Yeah, it was.
It
wasn't under my arm because it's too big for that.
But I'd be the person you play it with.
And you got a copy.
I got a copy.
It's just so good.
It's so good. Okay.
So good.
Yeah, and then all right, moving on. My last so new versions of old games is Great Western Trail.
Oh, of course it is.
And this is the game that, of course, we've talked ad nauseum about this, but this is the game that Cynthia was like,
"There's no such thing."
I like this game. I want to play this game again. And this is the moment where I knew she's now crossed over.
When she played it?
Yeah, and afterwards she was like, I'm ready to play that again.
No, Great Western Trail is fantastic.
Yeah, and I've played.
Fister is just.
I've played it a number of times since I've acquired it.
So good.
And and each time I find something's like, okay, we were doing this wrong, and then it just makes it a little bit better. But I mean, because it's pretty dense. There's quite a bit going on, but it's not hard.
No, it's not. And the thing is, too, you can take your time getting into it.
Yeah.
And in this way, it's deeper than Azul, but in this way, it's kind of like Azul. you can take your time getting into how deep it is, and you can enjoy the trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the fifth, like you said, the fifth time you play it, it's like way deeper, and you got way more strategy. You love those first 4 games though.
Yeah.
But now you're playing it totally different. If you played yourself from that 4 games ago, you destroy yourself because you were like, dude, you were just, you were playing with your toes in the water. Now I'm swimming in the deep end.
Swimming in the deep end.
And I think that's a not talked about enough design thing that is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just again. So those three of the 6 games that defined my year.
Very good.
Okay, the next 3. The category is small box games.
Okay.
So games that are in relatively small boxes that just knocked me out of my socks. And 2 of them I've played in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Which is it's so great. But the first one I didn't. We played in January. Canvas. So Canvas uses the card crafting system.
Canvas is phenomenal.
And that you get from.
I'm still sad I didn't get back.
So was it Edge of Darkness and what's the other one? Mystic Veil. So it uses that card crafting system, but it's just about art. It's beautiful. It's simple.
So laid back.
Yeah, it's not cutthroat. It just I cannot. And that box is small and gorgeous, and just every piece of it goes. This is awesome. Yep. And again, I forgot that came out in January, or the Kickstarter version I got. Yeah. We've been playing that all year.
Yep.
Okay, so the next 2 again, the one hit me about last week. So Dave for my birthday, got me a copy of Just One. Now, Just One is a little party game. I think it is. Let's see.
You say party game?
Yes, and I was like, okay, thanks, Dave. This is cool.
Need something to throw.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Oh, here's a dice tray.
But it's
chuck this dice tray over
don't chuck that at me.
This guy said party game.
But it's good. Hang on. It's what's the one that has the hat on it? What game company is that?
The one what?
Repost Games, is that right?
Arcane Wonders?
No. Oh, sugar. All right. Well, I'll have to figure it out. Why are you bringing a knife out at me? Because I said party games?
It wasn't about you.
Oh, well, that's scary. All right, but Just One. It's a party game, and it's so clever, so simple. But it's a reprint, I believe. Repost, yeah, it's Repost Games. Played it with my in-laws. What are you opening over there?
Nothing. You don't have to worry about.
Why are you doing it on the microphone? But Repost Games, Just One. It's a great little party game.
I forgot about the microphone.
I highly recommend that one. And we had so much fun with it. It was amazing. Then the next game that I just played today, and it's already, I do believe it's probably one of my favorite games of 2021, and that is Red Cathedral by DeVere it's DeVere Games. This box is small, but this box is mighty. There is so much game in this box. It is a heavy euro in the size of a
that's impressive
of a Codenames box.
Yeah, because you interrupted when we were getting ready, and you didn't finish telling me about that one. So now I'm super curious.
Yeah. So, but this is the one that I was mentioning that I played just today. It is incredible, guys. I'm telling you, go out today, Barnes and Noble. It's like $35, or get it online. Go to your FLGS. It is worth every single thing. What are you? The Book of the Dead? Is that what you're looking at over there?
The Necronomicon.
The Necronomicon from Evil Dead, right?
This is a spoiler alert.
What is that from?
I need to be a spoiler alert.
Is that from?
Yeah, we need to spoil.
You need to stop. You need to stop. You just stop. Just stop. No, don't even.
Well, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, don't even.
I was gonna show it to you without talking about it.
But we're on the air, brother. We on the air.
You ain't gotta talk about it.
What? But why you opening it? Listen. Okay, so that's my list. All right. New versions of old games and small box games looking back.
That's really, really, really cool. I need to. I like that. I like what you did in terms of the list. So I don't have a list like that. My list, what I did a look forward list. I did a small look forward list.
Oh, I have one of those too.
Gotcha. So I'll go on and start with mine because for me this one is short. I've only got 6 titles on this one, but I want to say all of this. So for me, look ahead. I've got to start with things that are going on for me personally because I'm looking to move.
Yeah.
So coming up here at the end of January, I'll have to physically move. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting to a place and then doing my library a solid, as I say, by getting some great shelving and giving it a more permanent home. I'm really looking forward to that. Getting my table in a room where we can use all 4 sides of it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward
that's
to that.
going to be amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking really forward to that. So that's really the first thing, one of the main things that I'm looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to playing some old classics and digging into some of the stuff that I just got last year, like really digging into it and using my table for the way that it's meant to be used. You know, if it wasn't, right now it's kind of functioning as my kitchen table too, because it's sitting in the dining room space in my apartment, which is the only place it would really fit. And again, it's up against the wall. So we've only really got access to 3 sides of it. And I do like to have sit-down meals, so I'm normally got one of the leaves on because I like to sit down and eat at a table. But once it's in a room that's not my kitchen, and I'll have a kitchen table separately down in the kitchen, so I can play a game. And for some of the games that I have, I've already calculated I'll be able to have 3 or 4 games going at once on this one, because I'll be able to have a game on this part of the table, one game on the other half, and then I can put the leaves on and play something on the top real quick if I want to, which is one of the benefits for me of having a game table. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, a lot of work's going on behind the scenes. Not going to bore you with the details. That's going to happen. So, you know, that's the first thing. But I do have some games that I'll throw in there that I'm really looking forward to. First up and foremost is StarCraft, the board game.
Oh, I cannot wait till we play this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one. And of course, with Brood War expansion, once
it's going to be so epic.
Yep, I'm really looking forward to finally cracking that one out. I'm looking forward to digging into the G.I. Joe deck building game because I love the license and I love the era when it came from, despite it being one of the worst rule books I have ever read in a modern board game. Yes, I said that. No, I'm not backing off of it. Yes, I'm going to move on. That rule book is awful.
Yeah, it's still a fun game though.
And so, and the next one is one we were talking about kind of maybe sort of a minute ago, which is Final Girl. Really looking forward to digging into that because I love Hostage Negotiator. I love the engine, and I'm really looking forward to how unique it is. Even though I'll admit, I'm not a big horror fan. I bought this one typically, primarily, I should say, on the strength of how much I love the engine. But looking at the project and the way it developed, it seems really fun. It just does. And horror done in this fashion, that really, I don't have a problem with horror. A lot of the horror, so to speak, from some of these movies are based on was really just, you know, just a gore fest.
Right.
You know, and that's what I don't care for. I don't have a problem with watching something that's scary.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a problem with jump frights and that kind of stuff. It's just the gory, but in the game, it kind of takes that out. So I'm like, wait a minute, I might enjoy this. So I'm really
it has built-in tension, which I think was really, really clever.
Right. And it looks fantastic when it got here, and I can't wait to be able to dig into it. Next one, of course, Aeon's in Legacy Gravehold. We already mentioned it. Can't wait.
When that comes in, I won't see you for like a week.
Oh, can't wait. And then Earthborn Rangers, which is one of my Kickstarters that I backed. I backed it.
You did?
Yeah, I backed Earthborn Rangers. Yeah.
That's the LCG card game, right?
Ish, sort of, kind of, yeah.
But from the guy that did, like he was Fantasy Flight and started his own.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna, but I didn't.
And then the last one on my list is that it made an impression. I played it because back in the summer, or back during COVID, I was trying to move through content really quickly. And I was moving through games kind of quick just to play them to get some content. And I played it, and it's stuck with me ever since. And I've been quiet about it. But that is Sword and Sorcery.
It's good stuff. It's fun.
I enjoyed it, dude. It has stuck with me ever since I played it. So I'm looking forward to digging into that.
It's okay dungeon crawl. It's an okay dungeon crawl.
Okay, I loves it. I loves it. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's sort of my look forward.
I have a dungeon crawl on my list too.
Super cool. What you got?
Yeah. Okay. So I have 4 games that I've picked that I'm really, really looking forward to for one reason or another. And number 1, that's Stars of Akarios. So this was a Kickstarter I did. It's basically the easiest way to put it is it's Gloomhaven in space.
Okay.
And I did get to play it. But you're the captain of a ship. So there's ship combat, and then there is ground-based exploration. And so there's that. Next is my dungeon crawl. I was able to acquire one of my, not necessarily a Grail game, but something that I have been looking for forever, and that's a copy of Shadows of Brimstone, City of Ancients. And
you got that already, didn't you?
I got it this past like November, October-ish.
Okay.
And so it's sitting. It's just.
Oh, you put in that big old box.
Huh?
Where's that big old box?
It's on top of the.
I missed it. Was it there last time?
Yeah, it was there. It's there.
Okay,
yeah. So, but
I can't resist a big old box.
Yeah, I know. I know. You cannot lie. You like big boxes.
Yes.
But I'm excited. I'm a little concerned about the theme as far as letting the boys play, but I think it's one of those that I might. I genuinely think this is one I might get into on my own. And then next is another Kickstarter I have coming called Resurgence. So you did mention Dice Hospital earlier. Stanislav Kordansky, that's the guy that did Dice Hospital, but his next game, Resurgence, is coming out. It's kind of a dystopian future Russian thing with a lot of different stuff going on that looks really exciting. And then finally, this one hit me on my radar within the last 2 or 3 weeks, and that's Arc Nova. By a new designer. I can't remember his name to save my life, but he's not done anything before.
It was in your notes. You could just look it up.
That's true, but I didn't put it in my notes. All right, I will look for it right now. But Arc Nova, so you're gonna hate me. Well, not hate me, but you're gonna be upset with me.
Why?
Because Arc Nova has a lot of similar tendencies to Terraforming Mars. Unique cards.
I don't hate you.
Right,
but
good. But I just said all that. But what I like about it though, it has sort of that the card river system that like what's the one the civilization game that I have through the ages.
Okay.
So card river system, but it's unique cards you build, but you're building a zoo instead of terraforming. So I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on that because it's had an uptick of excitement over the last couple of weeks. Oh, yeah. That wasn't really why I was looking for it. It just looked exciting. And then like, oh, everyone else is looking for this as well.
I forgot one of my games. I got Gaia Project.
So yeah, well, that's the one you were talking about with everybody.
The one I got today.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned that several times. Yes, you did. You said the game I got today.
I didn't tell them what it was, though.
But it was Gaia Project.
They know that now.
Well, they know it now, yes. But you just...
He just punched me in the eye.
Listen, you are squirreling all over the place today. You were doing what I usually do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? I have the notes, you don't, which is funny. And then you're squirreling. I love
notes.
it.
I got 4 pages of notes.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't want to compare notes.
It is a new year, yet Larry and I are still doing the same old stuff.
And that's cool. And we're going to come back and do a little bit more of it right after this message.
Hi, this is Alex Wallace of the Spoken Token Podcast. Did you know that we have many ways that you can actually interact with us? Did you know that we would love to hear from you? Did you also know that right now, Larry is rocking himself in the corner because no one wants to talk to the show? Really, he is. It's quite sad. Well, if you answered yes to all of these questions, and who wouldn't, then please join us on social media. You can contact us at thespokentokenpodcast@gmail.com. You can reach us on Twitter at The Spoken Token. You can also reach us on Instagram at The Spoken Token Podcast. Our BGG guild number is 2656.
Alex, what you doing?
Nothing. No, just me. I just play on the microphone.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Wow! Can you believe it? The first show of the new year.
And we're back.
Oh, and we're back. Yeah, well, same year. New year, same.
We're back, but we're
Alex.
leaving.
Yes, we are. We're leaving. And so, wow. And we're back in WoW.
Yes, wow, yes. We're back in WoW. There you go.
Well, so from the Spoken Token, I, Alex Wallace, want to just wish everyone a wonderful 2022. Be safe, take care of each other, play games,
be nice,
and enjoy the hobby, because this hobby brings people together. It does not push people away.
It does.
So
that's well said.
It pushed people away?
No, what you said is well said.
Okay. Yes.
No, I'm agreeing with you. It brings people together. That's the design of it.
Yeah.
So it's well said. Well said. Well said. You know what, man? I'm happy, and I want everybody else to have a wonderful new year as well. Everything you just said, I echo, and I'm just going to go on and say for the Spoken Token, this is Larry Neal saying, keep communicating.
Hey, and I'm Alex Wallace saying, keep playing.
This has been the Spoken Token Podcast. If you'd like to interact with us, please contact us through email at thespokentokenpodcast@gmail.com, on Instagram at The Spoken Token Podcast, on Twitter at The Spoken Token, or on Facebook at The Spoken Token Podcast. And you can reach us through our BGG Guild, number 2656.
You are listening to a Pod Studio One Podcast Network podcast. Find more great podcasts at www.podstudio1.com.